Hello guys, safe from fresh sentiment. You know it's fall, but my nose seems to think it's winter because we're trying to cosplay as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's really annoying, I tell you. I got another review of a Rasasi Hawas. One that, this brand has been killing it lately. They've been just doing all the things. I recorded this video as a first impressions the first time around, but I did this thing where I recorded and the camera, didn't get most of it. And the parts that it did get, I was over here most of the time. Really confusing, I know. But anyways, yeah, Rasasi Hawas has been killing it lately with the releases. I was actually thinking about doing a buying guide for all of them. And of course, the moment I decide to go do that, they release 4 more. And I still have 2 more to get. But let's talk about the one we're reviewing today. Rasasi Hawas Malibu. Now, I've heard this be compared to a lot of things. They even try to compare it to tropical. Well, I gave it a full wearing the other day, and I can tell you that it smells nothing like that. But here, let me show you what the sprayer looks like. Pretty nice, huh? Now, this smells very tropical, very citrusy off the rip. It is a summer fragrance, and that is unmistakable. And out of all the comparisons I've personally heard, this is the one that strikes out to me the most. Beau Parfum. If you watch my little shorts video talking about this, then you know what I'm talking about. And they do smell similar. But whereas this one has more of a coconut focus, this has more of an orangey, citrusy, tropical focus. I can't recall the notes off the top of my head, but what I can do is put them right here, stare at you awkwardly for a few seconds and let you read it. Done? Cool. Now this is definitely worth a grab, even at the price that it's at. I would say wait for it to at least go down to $40, but scent profile wise, this is one of the closer ones to Beau Parfum that I've seen. Now for me, it is missing that coconut part that I love from this one, but it's still really good, and I'm still gonna wear this a ton, just as much as I used to wear this one. So, in terms of how identical is it? About 90%. Because that coconut is the other 10%, and it still makes a big difference. It lasts about 10 to 12 hours, give or take. Depending on how you spray it. If you spray it like me, it's going to last you the whole shift. Is it the best Rasasi Hawas, though? No, it's not. Not to me. That's for you guys to decide anyways. But to me, no. I still think that the tropical one might be the best one out of all of them. And I know it's a bold take because that one's new. But scent profile wise, I just love that coconut and coconut water it has going on it. It really does it for me. So it's really easy to like. But is this a really, really good release? Absolutely. The projection's pretty crazy, like most Rasasi Hawas fragrances are. If you've owned the original or the ice, like I have, still even wear them, they project really far out too. And they last long. And this one is no different. For the price that this is going for, it is a steal, just like all the Rasasi Hawas, man. I really think that you could own all of them and not need any other fragrance on them. They can cover pretty much any situation, The elixir for the winter, Rasasi Hawas black for the fall, tropical for the summer, obviously, and then ice could just be your, wear it all the time whenever you want. But this one is definitely well suited to the summer or the hotter climates. If it's hot all the time, especially if you live in the islands, man, you're gonna really appreciate this one. Is it better than Beau Parfum? See, that's where it gets tricky, because while I enjoy the smell of this one, that coconut it gives it that edge, man. It's really, really good. I don't know if I could pick this one over that one. But could I confidently say I will wear them both regardless? Absolutely. but I might just prefer the original a little bit more than this one. Now, I don't say this to discourage you from buying this one. You should, especially with how Jean Paul Gaultier's hype is. If you've been in any of the retailers or even look at some of your discounters, they're always going out of stock. You see those little notifications like, yeah, there's 4 left, there's 5 left, all the time. It's going to be hard to find this one still. And it came out a couple of years ago now at this point. Still can be hard to find. This one won't be. Rasasi is really good about keeping their stuff in stock. Usually. I say usually because I've been trying to get Atlantis and Viper. They're not hooking your boy up, I can tell you that right now. And I should also point out, being that this is, I can also point out that's how I sound. Anyway, this could be worn really any time if you wanted to, but I would really save this one for the summer, especially if you go on cruises or you go down south in Florida, anything like that. This one's really gonna get the job done, you know. It really just makes you think of summer. Like it's unmistakable. Like it makes you think of being on vacation. It is really good. It captures that idea, you know, in the name alone, Malibu. This is something for Miami. If you want to go there for some reason, I wouldn't suggest it. Traffic sucks. If you're from Florida, you know what I'm talking about. If I had to rate this, I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10. I had to really think about it. It could grow on me over time, or it could worsen, you know. All depends. But I think that this is a really good release. I think you should get this and seek this one out more than this one if you're just looking for something that smells like it. Obviously, the original is always going to smell like the original, you know. Just how it is. I mean, these dupes are good, and there's dupes of like Creed Aventus, if you collect those things, that are really good. I actually don't wear Creed Aventus anymore. I gave it to my dad because I have a dupe called Al Harmain La Ventura that's better. So, you know, it's a risky play with buying an inspired fragrance over the real thing. It might not live up to the hype. I think that this is really good, and I think if I couldn't get this, I'd be happy with just this. That to say, is it better? No, I think I like this one a little bit more. Had to think about that one throughout the recording of this video, but I think I do like this one just a little bit more. But I am not going to say anything bad about this. This is absolutely good for the money and otherwise. They kill it. And the quality just keeps getting better with each release that they have. And I still keep smelling it on my hand, even saying I'd pick this over that. But yeah, give this one a chance. You know, sometimes you like the inspired by more than the originals. Just like I said with Creed Aventus. I like Al Harmain La Ventura more than Creed Aventus. And every time I wore a Creed Aventus, it gets complimented by dudes. Like, bro, that's not for you. I didn't wear it for you. I don't want you to tell me I smell good. Shut up. All right, I just had a yep sesh right there. So back to this. This is about $50, $60 right now. And I think when you let it drop down to 30, 25-ish, bang for your buck. This is another solid release from the Rasasi Hawas for him line. Stay tuned. I'm going to have reviews on the other two soon as they're back in stock, because Atlantis and Viper are out of stock on this one website that they popped up on. Of course, when I finally find them. So eventually we'll get to those two. Is this one worth your money? Should you buy it? I think you should. This is a really good fragrance. It lasted a long time on me. I'm gonna wear it again, maybe even before the next summer comes. So check it out, man. Rasasi Hawas. Hope you all have a good day. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.